Thank you very much for staying with us. You're still watching In the Game on News Central TV. It's time to go deeper into the world of football, starting from what happened on Thursday. Nigeria, Nasarawa United ended their two-game losing streak with a 2-1 victory over Remo Stars in the Nigeria Premier Football League match day level clash at the Lafia Township Stadium. Remo Stars took an early lead through Michael Ibrahim in the 5th minute, but John Joshua equalized before halftime. Jofrank Istifanus sealed the comeback with a decisive strike at the 79th minute. The win lifted Nasarawa United to top of the NPFL table with 22 points from 11 matches, while Remo Stars dropped to 17th with 10 points and remained winless in 4 games. In another fixture, Bendel Insurance were held to a goalless draw by Rivers United, extending their winless run as Rivers United climbed to 6th with 17 points. Now, joining us to look at football in Nigeria and, of course, the Nigeria Premier Football League. First is Gbemidekpo Popola, who joins us this afternoon. Gbemidekpo, good afternoon to you. Thank you very much for joining. All right, and
on the show.
All right, and of course, joining us also to talk about the world of football is a sports journalist who is well traveled with, especially talking about the Nigeria Premier Football League. Robert Olimene joins us. Robert, thank you very much for joining. Welcome to the show.
Good afternoon. It's good to be here. All
right, the results we saw on Thursday between these two, between the two matches, of course, Remo Stars, Nasarawa United, Bendel Insurance, Rivers United. For Remo Stars, I mean, they've been struggling for form since their ouster, even before their ouster, from the CAF Champions League. What do you think is wrong with Remo Stars? Is it a case of, not having the presence of their technical advisor or the head chief or the head coach of the side, talking about Jale Logun Odede, or it's just a case of, not being, lucky enough or luck not smiling on them to get the desired result?
For me, I really think it goes beyond coach at this point. I think it has to do with signings as well. It has to do with players. It's a team effort, not just the team effort. It is a team effort. Apart from what people have instilled in this board, talent, consistency as well, which we've known the last couple of games. Not just the last 4 games, they've not been able to get a win. Important point at this point in time. I'm talking about the defending champions, languishing in 17th. I think for me, it is beyond the coach at this point. The boys need to show some fight. The boys need to show that they want it. They need to show that, they are champions. They've not been playing like champions in the last couple of games, sincerely, apart from the opener against Rivers United. So I think, for me, it's beyond the coach. I think the boys still can do better.
All right, Robert, if you're still with us, let's look Thursday on Remo Stars and Nasarawa United. Nasarawa United were battling relegation just about the previous season, but this season they're looking like a team that is ready to challenge for the title and also for continental sport. What you've seen so far, how ready and serious is Nasarawa United?
Well, I would say that currently Nasarawa United look like the real deal. Talking about the games we've seen so far in the NPFL, but how ready are they for continental football? That is a different conversation entirely. But right now, everything is going well for the team. They are picking points at home. They are doing their bit away from home to get points as well. So all the points you see on the table right now are not just points they picked at home. They also went away to get very good results. I think they've been able to win about 1 or 2 games away, and they've gotten a couple of draws away from home, so to give them this total point haul from 11 games. But overall, the season is still very young, just 11 matches played out of 38. So we have about 27 more games to go, and on the long run, there might be some changes to what we see right now. So we don't know how things will look like until we get to the midpoint of the season, and subsequently maybe early part of next year, January, February, maybe.
All right. Bendel Insurance. They sacked, they parted ways with Greg Ikenoba and brought in Kennedy Boboye to the team. It seems that change has not brought in the desired result with what has been happening. Bendel Insurance dropping points at home against Rivers United. They needed to have won that game, but they were held by Rivers United. Is Kennedy Boboye the right man for the job at Bendel Insurance? Yes, we know he's always a man to call upon for a rescue mission, especially when the team is not doing well, but he has not been able to get that result with Bendel Insurance in the last 2 matches.
For me, I think it's just certain problems. We've seen that there's a pattern he wants to play. We've seen the boys try to play that pattern. I think they just need a few more games to just look at what needs to be done, get their act in order, and I think with that they will be good to go. So for me, I think Kennedy Boboye is not a bad coach. It's someone that we can't deny his consistency. We can't deny what he can do with the boys at this point in time. But it is very important for us to take note of that as well. So fantastic talent, no doubt. A fantastic coach, and he can do it. I used to say, if given time, he can do it, and he can take this boys to the next level, no doubt. If you ask me. All
right, Robert. Before I let you go, I mean, it's quite difficult, except maybe the past where we had canopilas at some clubs in the past. That have defended their title. Rangers won it 2 years ago. They could not defend it. Remo Stars won last season. Now we are in 2025-2026 season. Do you think a new champion will emerge, or with what you've seen so far, or we should still tip Remo Stars as one of the favorites for the title this season?
I strongly believe a new champion will emerge.
Okay.
I strongly believe a new champion will emerge, and that is because of the fact that the last team to successfully defend the NPFL title was Canopilas. That was around the 2011, 2012, 2013. They did it on 3 occasions, and no team since then has been able to defend the NPFL title successfully. Like you said, Rangers won it, dropped the ball. Eyimba won it, dropped the ball. Remo Stars, well, the ball is practically out of their hands at this point in time. Sorry to say, but I don't see Remo Stars defending their title this season. I believe at the end of the 2025-2026 season, we're going to see a new champion entirely.
All right, I want to say a big thank you to you, Robert, for your time. We look forward to an exciting weekend of fixtures in different parts of Nigeria, hoping that the very best will be experienced. Thank you very much for joining.